everyone
Yes,
else?
I can.
Just hear.
I can hear you. What did you say?
Could you mute everyone else? So because the noise is, I can't hear what's happening if people aren't on mute.
Okay, I think almost everybody's on. I was muted, I believe.
Okay, cool.
Frank can do that. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining this session. My name is Christiana Daini, and I'm a staff of Nubia Education. So, welcome to this session with Bell English College. So, Frank will be making his presentation now. Over to you, Frank.
Okay, thank you very much. I said good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon from England. It's the afternoon here. I'm not quite sure what time it is where you are. Probably
it's exactly the same time. Frank.
Exactly the same time. Okay, well, yeah. So good afternoon is the right greeting then. So yeah, thank you for your time. I will talk you through a bit about what we are, Bell, and what we have to offer. And there'll be obviously time for questions at the end, and my colleague Sam will jump in and add bits and pieces as we go through, because I'm sure there'll be some important things that I forget to say. First of all, I'm sure that one of the questions you'll have is why should students want to come and study at Bell? And I'm going to try to answer that in the next few slides. But basically, Bell has a very, very long history of delivering extremely high quality English language and foundation programs. We have two fantastic schools, one in Cambridge, which is the one you can see in the picture, and another one in London, which we'll see some pictures of later. And the locations and the quality of the resources and accommodation that we have for students, the quality of the classrooms, the quality of the teaching is of the very highest standard. And Bell has always been at the very kind of top of the market in terms of quality. That's always been our position. You will, when you look at this presentation, because I know you all have a copy of it, be able to view a video which gives you an idea of just kind of what we have to offer here in Cambridge, and the grounds and the space and the facilities that we have here. You can see from the air in that YouTube video, which was shot on a drone. But as I said, Bell has a long and very proud history. And our founder here is Frank Bell. He founded the school because he believed in the power of language to transform lives. He was a prisoner of war, held in a prisoner of war camp by the Japanese. And conditions were extremely harsh, but despite the rules against doing it, he taught languages to his fellow prisoners and created something called the Underground University. And after the war, Frank wanted to do something that would inspire people and promote international cooperation and understanding. He believed that lay in learning, and he opened his first language school here in Cambridge in 1955. And we've had lots of schools since then, but we've now got the two main schools and for adults in Cambridge and London, and we have our young learner centres as well. And it's the adult schools that teach the foundation programs that I know you're interested in.
That's on this our online classes and online open house.
Oh, hello.
Frank, please mute everyone.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, thanks. I wasn't sure if that was a question. So you can see some pictures here of students from the 1970s at the top there. We've still got that pond in the school. It still looks very much the same, but we've been doing what we do for over 60 years. And we've transformed the lives of over 1 million people. We've had many famous people to come.
Hey, can you mute everybody, Frank?
Can I mute everybody? Yeah, I think that's muted everybody now, hopefully,
Okay, cool.
apart from you and me. Yeah, okay, sorry, I forgot that I was in charge. I thought someone else was muting. So yes, transformed the lives, as I said, of over 1 million people, and we've had some very famous people studying here, including the King of Belgium, a Prince of Monaco, Sonia Gandhi, who was president of the Indian Congress Party, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum of Dubai, the ruler of Dubai, and the Emir of Qatar, who actually came back quite recently to visit, Sheikh Al Thani. Even a Grammy Award-winning singer called Julio Iglesias, for anyone who might be old enough to remember him. Yeah, we've had some very famous people studying here. Bell has always been a place that people aspire to come to. We have a very, very highly regarded school, and that's not just us that say that. Our Independent Schools Inspectorate report rates everything at Bell excellent, and in the British Council inspection, where 15 different categories are assessed as to the quality of the provision that the school offers, Bell has 14 areas that were regarded as points of excellence, areas of excellence. And this is something that is very, very difficult for schools to achieve. Very few achieve it, and it puts Bell in the top 2% of language schools in the UK. We have a set of educational principles called the Bell Way, which shape everything we do academically. We have high expectations of our students and want them to be the best they can be. We spend time with students one-to-one to show them a clear path to their learning goals. We give them clear learning goals and work with them with learning journals. We adapt the learning to suit the individual, so very much interested in the individual learner. We make sure that students are learning not just in the classroom, but outside the classroom. The learning everywhere principle, that holistic approach to learning. And we're always giving students feedback so that they know how they can improve. And finally, we never stop learning ourselves. We're always, our teachers and other staff are constantly learning and trying to improve themselves. So let me tell you a little bit about our University Foundation Programme. Now, this has been running for 20 years now at Bell, and we offer basically these 3 different routes to success. You've got the extended 4-term foundation, which allows students to start in June. And it's for students whose language isn't quite good enough to start a foundation course in September. So if somebody, say, had an IELTS of 4, possibly 4.5, then they would be a good candidate to do the extended foundation. The 3-term option is the full academic year from September to June, and we require students to have a minimum of 4.5 in each component of the IELTS exam to start that foundation course. Now, 4.5 is still quite low, so I would be at 4.5, ideally like to see students do the extended course. For students that are a bit more advanced in their English and what have less time or need a January start, we offer the fast track, and that runs from January to June. And that's a good option, but you do need to be at 5.5 in IELTS in all of the components to be able to cope with the rigor of that course. It's quite an intense program to try to do that over 6 months. Now, there are 4 different pathways that we offer: a business foundation, a science foundation, which now includes an agricultural science foundation offering, humanities and law. In addition to the subjects that the students study, they also do an academic skills component, and so they learn all the academic skills they need to be successful at a UK university. So that might be things like note-taking skills, research skills, being able to reference properly, avoid plagiarism, etc. All the things they need to make sure that they can compete with the UK students who are at the university. We teach them all of that. We give them learning support, and we are constantly measuring their success and sending reports back to parents so they can see how their students are, how their children are progressing on the course. These are just some of the universities that Bell students have progressed to and are our university partners. And the ones with stars next to them are Russell Group universities. We have many universities that our students progress to and many partners, and we give students very detailed and impartial advice on which university is the best one for them as an individual. We have a fantastic universities counselling manager called Sarah Pettit. She has over 14 years experience directing students to the best universities. We get our students to apply through the UCAS system, so they have the best opportunity because they can apply to 5 different universities on the one application through that system. We have our universities come to visit us and give talks. So visits from UK universities explaining why students should go to their universities. Visiting lecturers come and give talks and presentations. And particularly on the Agricultural Science Foundation programme, we're going to have lots of talks from visiting speakers, not just from universities, but also from leading agri-tech companies as well. We take students to visit universities so they can see what facilities the universities have. They can really feel and experience that university and make a decision as that's the right place for them. And if students want to apply direct to universities, not just through UCAS, we can help them with that as well. We've got the support for whatever students want to do. We can offer them that support that they need, and that guiding them through the UK process that really helps them to produce the best possible application and the best possible personal statement and get into the best universities. And because of our links with universities, we do get very good offers. Our foundation program is highly regarded by UK universities, and they give us very good offers, often better than many students that are applying through direct or through a competitor. So Business Foundation, this is one that we've been running now since the beginning. It's a very popular foundation program, our most popular course. Students do business, economics, maths, and the academic skills module. So all of the foundations have the academic skills module, as well as the 3 subjects. And again, this one is available in extended academic year and fast track versions. Science and engineering, we've got a choice of physics or biology, or now agricultural science as well. So there are three choices for the primary scientific subject that students want to study, and then they will all do chemistry and they'll all do mathematics as well. The mathematics is of course critical for any of these sciences. And again, the academic skills, The Science Foundation is available in academic year and extended academic year, not in the fast track. It's not possible to complete the science because of all the practical elements that are required in the time for a fast track course. Humanities, we do get quite a lot of students for this program as well. Oh, let me just do. So we've got a choice of politics or sociology, with a second choice of politics or economics, and a final choice of media or law. So students can do the different combinations of these subjects. If a student wants a different combination of these subjects than appears here, then please just ask, because it's very often possible for us to arrange the timetable so that any combination can be chosen. Again, they do the academic skills, and it's available in the academic year and extended foundation. And finally, our law foundation. Law is, of course, the one subject you have to take, and then you can choose politics or business studies, sociology or economics to go with that. And the one I would like to talk about particularly is the Agricultural Science Foundation. This is a new course for us from September. We've developed it with an agricultural scientist, a gentleman called Michael Egan, who's incredibly knowledgeable and incredibly well connected in the world of agriculture and agri-tech. So he and I have put this course together, and it's not just about farming. It's not just about not just for students who come from a farming background and might want to do farming. This course should have a very wide appeal to anybody who's interested in sustainability, the green economy, technology in general. And we're going to be looking at agricultural technology and the opportunities that exist in this kind of really rapidly growing part of the economy. And because there are such a huge number of opportunities and interesting new developments, we've got this exciting program of visiting speakers with over 24 so far, visiting speakers from agri-tech companies coming to talk to our students. And I think this is an area of the economy that there are going to be an incredible number of opportunities for students to find really well-paid lifelong careers in this area. Now, if some students particularly from parts of Africa where English is the language of instruction, will probably not need to do the academic skills module. They'll already have those skills in English. And so for those students, they could do agricultural science, chemistry, mathematics, and economics. They would need to have an IELTS score of 7.5 on arrival, but I think that would be very easily achieved for students who've been studying in English for most of their school life. So that's an option, and most of the other students who come to us will probably still need the academic skills support. They won't do the economics, they'll do the agricultural science, the chemistry and the maths. So I mentioned our guest speaker program. We've got companies like Space Arch. They're looking at ways of growing crops in space, but there are applications for that that are actually being applied in Africa right now. People like Urban Crop Solutions, Hexafly, they deal with insect-based animal feed and so on. That there are over 20 different companies in the agri-tech space that are going to be delivering talks on this course. They'll get all of the usual support that I mentioned as well, and then we'll be visiting local farms and agribusinesses as well as part of this programme. Now, we've been in talks with the Royal Agricultural University. It really is, I think, the premier destination for people completing agricultural science foundation courses. It's the one place that I think people really want to go to and aspire to go to. They have incredible facilities, and we now have recognition for our programme from them. We're working with them also on a one visa solution, so that students can study at Bell and then go on to the Royal Agricultural University on the same visa. That's not in place yet, but it hopefully will be fairly soon. Those talks are progressing very well, and they're very keen to work with us on that. And yeah, I mean, as I said before, we're hoping that students will go on from our courses to degrees in not just agriculture, but business, science, engineering, even academia, and possibly even journalism. So we're looking at students who want some exciting career opportunities in this space. We do have really excellent results from our course. Last year, 86% of all of our foundation students received offers from top 30 universities in the UK. We do guarantee progression for students from any of our foundation courses. We will get you into a UK university, that is guaranteed. And 15 out of 30 Bell students have got offers from top universities for biosciences as well. So we have a proven track record of getting students into really good universities, onto really good degree programs, right across the 4 foundation programs that we offer.
Frank?
Yeah.
It's not 15 of 30 students, it's all our students got offers from 15 of the top 30 universities.
Sorry, yeah, I misread.
I know it's always confusing.
Yeah, thanks, Sam. Okay, good. So just a few other things to say. As we are a very, very global school with students from well, you can see from this slide all these different countries, from 93 countries or territories. We really do have a very, very international mix in our schools. I mentioned that we work with students on a one-to-one basis and have personalized study plans and journals. We have outstanding welfare for all our students. We have a very highly qualified student services manager who has master's degrees in counselling students and student welfare and general counselling. She's a real help for students with any problems at all. We've got on-site accommodation. We've got social programs that run throughout the year. It's a whole holistic experience for our students. We're not just providing the education, we're providing the whole experience. And we're accredited, as I mentioned earlier, by both ISI and the British Council with excellent reports. So you can read our reports on our website. I just want to tell you a little bit about our English courses, because we do offer these as well. If I've got time, I'd just like to tell you what we offer for those. So we have Effective English, which is our most popular course. That can be taken either 15, 20 or 25 hours.
Per week?
Yeah, per week. Yeah, thank you, Sam. the way it's broken down is we do the core effective English skills in the morning, and then they choose to do additional skills in the afternoon. And so that could be things like reading skills, writing skills. They might choose business skills, etc. So there are, or they can add one-to-one tuition. We also offer IELTS preparation. We offer Cambridge exam preparation. That's a 20-hour-a-week program. And we have a fast track Cambridge exam preparation, which runs in the summer, and that's 25 hours per week over 5 weeks. And these are for the Cambridge First and the Cambridge Advanced courses. And so occasionally people take the proficiency as well. So for effective English, you basically it's from beginner to advanced. Starts every week, every Monday. It's available in both London and Cambridge schools, minimum age 16. And in Cambridge, our maximum class size is 14, but the average class size is 10. And in London, the maximum class size is 12, but the average class size is 7. And this is a general English course that helps students communicate, build confidence, improve their language skills, pronunciation, etc. Then there's the IELTS, which you'll all be quite familiar with. Our teachers are experts in teaching IELTS. We have IELTS examiners working with us that have been doing IELTS examination and IELTS teaching for many, many years. Our teachers are highly qualified. They all have degrees plus the diploma in English language teaching and many years of experience. And our IELTS teachers are experts in IELTS. And the same for the Cambridge exams as well. Again, our teachers have many years experience of getting students through these exams and getting the top possible grades for their students. So I mentioned that you can add these extra skills workshops in the afternoons. And this allows students to focus on the specific skills that they want to develop. And it can help them to expand on the learning from the morning lessons as well. And particularly what we're trying to do in the afternoons is build their confidence in using English and communicating with students from all around the world. The business skills is another quite popular afternoon option that you can add to the 15 hours in the mornings. Obviously, students want the kind of real world business skills that they would need, the kinds of things that enable them to put together an effective presentation in English, or send clear and accurate emails in English, deal with people over the telephone, etc. So we teach lots of different things. We use lots of authentic materials, business news reports. We build language and vocabulary that they'll need to be successful in the business world. We help them with things like interview skills as well. So they might want to be able to have a very effective interview in English, help them with writing their CVs. Really lots of things that are going to be really relevant to them in the world of business and in terms of finding employment. One-to-one tuition, that's extremely popular at Bell. Actually, we have so many one-to-one lessons that sometimes it's difficult to try and fit them all in, but we always find a way. And the one-to-one tuition does, of course, allow students to work on their own very specific goals and needs. Very popular with business people that come and want to work on, for example, English for law or English for whatever their business is. But it's also popular with younger learners as well, who just feel that they want to work on a specific area of their English that they're struggling with, and they want extra help from an experienced teacher. In our London school, we offer the Smart Projects option in the afternoon. It's a learning by doing type class. Helps students with critical thinking skills, creativity, collaboration, communication. They'll work on a central project that involves something really practical. It could be video making, presentations, writing a blog, that kind of thing. And the students love this course. It's just a really popular course that helps them develop real life skills. So I've mentioned IELTS already. I won't say any more about that. I think we all understand about IELTS and the kind of support that students need to be successful in that. We also offer a professional qualifications course in project management. So students get an actual external qualification for this. It helps them develop lots of skills that are necessary in the world of project management. And this isn't an actual module, but it's something that we offer free of charge to all students at Bell. Now, this is whether you're doing an English program, or you're doing a foundation program, or you just come here for one-to-one lessons. You can join our Language in Action program. And it's activities that run at different times when students are not in class. So if students have just selected the 15-hour morning class, they might join the 2 o'clock activity. Students who are doing 20 hours and finish at 3:15 would join the 3:30 activity, and other students might join if they're studying 25 hours, they can join the activities that run from 5 o'clock. The activities are different types of things that get students really working together, talking, having fun. We do quite a lot of cooking. We do we have things like film club. Students will play sports. We'll have tea, cakes, and conversation. Lots of things about British culture that students are always interested in learning. And then we have. Sorry, I'll just participant. And then we also have free trips at the weekend, where we take students to places like London, Brighton, Oxford, York, etc., Bath. We have a free trip every 2 weeks on a Saturday, and a free half-day trip on the weeks when we're not doing a full-day trip. So there's always every week there's a half-day trip or a full-day trip that's completely free as part of the course. And the idea is to get students communicating, talking together, and we actually plan learning outcomes for all these activities. So if we're teaching students to make a traditional British English scone for a cream tea, we'll teach them all the cooking language around that. It's not just about having fun. It's also there are also planned learning outcomes as well. We can do courses for groups as well. We get lots of different groups, particularly teacher training groups, but we can do English for with general English groups, English for specific purposes for professionals from different sectors of industry. We've had people come for group courses that want to learn English for their particular area, like working in gas or finance or pharmaceuticals. Some students have come for academic English group courses. And as I said, teacher training is a very popular one, and that's the people in the picture here are with one of our teacher trainers, Tom, and they did a teacher training and development program here with us as well. So I've mentioned Cambridge, but we do have a wonderful school in London on the South Bank. This is a picture of our London campus. It's a modern building actually, but it looks old, but it's actually really modern and fresh and clean and industrial looking inside. It's very very boutique. Students love this school and they love the location. It's right on the banks of the River Thames, just down from the famous Borough Market, which is full of places serving food from all around the world. It's a beautiful place, and it's also, yeah, right next to Shakespeare's Globe, close to the Shard, St Paul's Cathedral, etc. We had about 40 different nationalities there in 2018-19. Obviously 2020 was a very different year for reasons that we all know. But yeah, it's a school that we're really, really proud of, and our students absolutely love Bell London campus. We offer accommodation both in homestay, which I'm sure you'll be familiar with. We have some great homestay families in Cambridge particularly. We have some in London too. But we have many families that have worked with Bell for 10, 20, 30 years and still keep in contact with their students that stayed with them for many years. And finally, we've got residential accommodation. So for the foundation program, the vast majority of students choose residential accommodation, and they want to live with other students, of course, and we offer a variety of choices. We've got the Bell Garden House, which is right here on the campus. That's 6 bedrooms. It's nice kind of small, friendly little house, good for students who prefer perhaps a quieter environment. The Frank Bell residence has 17 ensuite bedrooms. It's brand new. It doesn't look new because the exterior of the building, it was actually originally Frank Bell's house, but it's newly converted into 17 student bedrooms. But it was Frank Bell's house when he lived here with his family. It's a lovely residence and very popular. Then we have the Sorrento Hotel residence as well, where students live on the same site as a hotel and benefit from a lot of the hotel services, like a free breakfast. It has a restaurant as well, and the rooms resemble hotel rooms in terms of the quality. And finally, Tripos Court is sometimes an option as well for students, and that's kind of clean, modern student accommodation located next to a very busy leisure park with a gym and cinema and lots of other facilities for students there. So they're all very popular options for students. And yeah, that's it. That's
can you just say a bit, Frank,
presentation.
about the courses being available currently online as well?
Yeah, so we are basically offering courses online for most of the products that we've just seen in the presentation. So we have general English courses available online. We will be running a young learner online program in the summer for students aged 7 to 17 who can't travel and would like to study online instead. We have a whole range of teacher training and development programs all available online, from the CELTA, that's the initial teacher training qualification for English language teachers, the DELTA, the diploma level 1, we have courses for serving teachers who are in existing jobs and teaching and want to improve the way that they teach. The courses are all directed at teachers of English, really, so people who are teaching English in schools around the world. And what have I missed, Sam?
Foundation was available. Hopefully won't need.
Yeah,
to
the
be,
foundation.
Hopefully won't need to.
We don't do the full foundation available as an online course, but we are offering academic skills some of the skills that students would need to be successful at university. We have a range of courses that are aimed at those university skills, so research skills, that type of thing. And we also offer university counselling, a package of there are different packages that you can choose, where students get to spend time with Sarah Pettit, our university counselling manager, and get help with their university applications and their personal statements, essentially. So, and you can choose anything from a 1 hour package to 6 hours, where a 6 hour package that also includes Sarah reading and commenting on and spending quite a lot of time actually giving students help with their personal statements and applications. So yeah, pretty much everything that we do apart from the full University Foundation programs are available online.
But we'd much rather see you in person, of course, because then you get the full experience.
Totally. Yes, I mean, we're a school that, you know, it is here really for people to come and experience life in the UK, to enjoy the whole international experience of being with students from all around the world, taking part in activities, you know, going and visiting places, seeing some of the best things that the UK has to offer. That's what we do. We can offer, you know, excellent lessons online, but we would really love to have people here in the school and let them experience the full immersion and UK experience.
So Christiana, that's it from Belle.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you, everyone. So it's time for questions and answers. So I believe you've heard Frank, we've heard Sam as well, we've heard all they've said about Belle. So if you have any question, please drop them in the chat box, or you can mute yourself to speak. So it's time for question and answer.
Let me see if what's in the chat.
No questions so
Nothing
far.
yet.
If anyone wants to find out more, one easy way of doing it is going to the website, which is www.bellenglish.com. And of course, any inquiries you may have or questions, the team at Newbie Education will happily help you there too.
Do you mind putting that link in the chat box?
Sure, 1 second.
Are you posting that? So?
Yeah.
So has anyone ever been to Cambridge or London? Have you come and experienced these wonderful cities that we have?
Is everyone on mute, maybe?
I think they are, yeah. Oh, shall I take everyone off mute?
It's probably a good idea.
I can ask to unmute. Oh no, I don't know if
I have been to Cambridge.
Ah, right. When did you come?
Yes.
Is that you, Rose?
Yes, me.
Yeah, well, you must come back to Cambridge.
Sorry?
You must come back to Cambridge.
Okay.
You'd be very welcome, of course.
Come and see us at Bell. We'll certainly make you very welcome here.
Yeah. Somebody is just joining.
Right.
Maybe he has a question to ask. Because you can't go over the presentation again.
Sorry for talking for so long.
I know. Very good presentation, though.
Oh, thank you.
We've got a video of the Cambridge campus we could show you, Rose, while people are here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Frank, can you stop the recording for now?
Yes, just 1 second.
Okay, so we have a question, but just stop the recording so that.
You want to close cloud recording?